Alright, so this is me and Greg. Greg is one of the dudes from the close group. It was a tournament was set up. He was beating a couple good people. He has a pretty decent team. So we go. He struck Raptor, set up his intimidate. He U-turns, which is a smart idea because he really can't touch me in anything he does. I resist most of his attacks, so he really can't do much to me. So what he does is U-turns and sends someone that's more capable, which is a good move. My red card activates, so it fucks up with, or it fucks around with his team a little bit. My idea is to set up as many entry hazards as I can to make sure that he can, that he can't do nothing about it. So I set up my stealth rocks. He doesn't have a spinner, so that works for me. So what I decided to do here is just let him kill me. Let him, I set up my entry hazards and just let him kill me because he already did his job. Fortress already did his job, which was set up the entry hazards. And it works for me because by doing Fire Blitz, what it does is that he takes some hefty recoil damage. So hey, it's the best of both worlds. I get to set up my entry hazards and he gets to take some damage. So it works. For now on, I set up my Talonflame. My Talonflame is guaranteed to kill him if I set up my Brave Bird because I get priority. He says Green Ninja. The thing is, I said it before and I'll say it again. Talonflame is very overpowered. It's very broken. And if your team is not ready, he will sweep you. He will kick your ass. So everybody, please just have at least one wall that can deal or could counter Talonflame. If not, that's gonna happen to you. I took out his Green Ninja easily because it's hard to resist it. And then he set up his Star Raptor. He has Intimidate, so that works for him. That hurts me. Then again, I go and I use my Brave Bird. I was hoping that even after Intimidate, I should be able to kill him because Star Raptor's defenses are not that good. But that wasn't the case. The dude came in and he survived it. He did close combat though. Maybe because he thought I was gonna switch. So he was predicting a switch or something. And if he was done Brave Bird, he would have killed himself, but he would have also killed me. So again, that worked for me. So I did Brave Bird again, and because of the low HP, the recoil wasn't so bad. So I took him out. So that's already two Pokemon I took out with Talonflame alone. And why? Because his team wasn't ready to deal with it. So that worked in my favor. Things that about Alakazam. Alakazam is a it didn't take any damage because of his ability, which is good. Well, for him, not for me. And then he set up he Mega Evolved. He did Trace. He traced my ability, which is Gale Wings, which doesn't do anything for him because he doesn't have any flying moves. So what I did, I did Brave Bird again. And again, I kill him. Because why? Because Brave Bird is an amazing move. Talonflame is fucking broken. And the dude just wasn't prepared to deal with it. So, yeah. Again, you need a wall. So I already took more than half of his team out with just Talonflame alone. So that puts me in a humongous advantage. He set out Tyranitar. It's a good strong Pokemon. He should have sent that before any of the other guys because he could actually resist my Brave Bird. So he didn't do that. So it works good for him. I mean, good for me because it worked for me. He withdrew. What I did Play Rough. I figured that Play Rough would hit at least neutral his whole team because he doesn't have any steel left. So I went with that. And he switched in. He took some damage from the entry hazards, and I killed him with a Play Rough. That wasn't I got lucky. He should have left his Tyranitar and then deal with me later, but he didn't do that. So that worked in my advantage. Then he said I'm Blaziken. Blaziken can also sweep teams if you're not unprepared. But luckily, I was prepared because of Aqua Jet would kill Blaziken all the time. Because again, it gets priority. And the idea of my team is to set up entry hazards and then just hit hard and hit fast. That's all I'm about. So that's what I did. So I took out his Blaziken, and then he set out his Tyranitar. And again, I go with Play Rough. I'm a little faster than him by maybe one or two speed points, so I should be faster. And I use Play Rough, which is super effective against his dark typing. And I kill him, and that pretty much did the game. And it was a good game. It was pretty quickly, and Greg just wasn't prepared, and I just got lucky in a lot of ways. And my strategy worked out for me. I had to implement my game plan, and he didn't get to implement his. So it was a good game, and hopefully, Greg was working on his team, tweaking it a little bit, and I'll make sure I do the same so I don't fall behind. All right, guys.